Mohammad Reza Pahlavi's reign marked a significant transformation in Iran, propelling it towards modernization, which included increased literacy rates and a pursuit of peace in the Middle East. This progress starkly contrasts with the various contemporary challenges that Iran faces today, a narrative often overshadowed by the chaos that emerged following the fall of his regime. The emotional depth of the interviews unveils the myriad challenges confronting those connected to Iran, particularly with respect to the nation's future and the enduring hope for a peaceful resolution. These discussions highlight the intricate personal stakes tied to national identity, underscoring the significance of individual narratives. Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi articulates the current sentiment among Iranians, where there is a palpable desire for regime change, supported by surveys indicating a strong inclination toward democracy over religious governance. This shift in public opinion reflects a profound evolution since the Islamic Revolution. Reflecting on his grandfather's influence, it becomes clear that the introduction of modern institutions significantly transitioned Iran from a traditional society into a more progressive state. Such modernization encompassed vital advancements in governance and social structures, laying a foundation for future growth. The Cold War era proved crucial for Iran's stability and development, as its relationships with neighboring countries and foreign powers formed the bedrock of its foreign policy. This balanced approach facilitated economic growth and fostered regional cooperation, which was critical during that tumultuous period. During my father's reign, Iran experienced remarkable economic growth, improvements in literacy, and bolstered military strength. His significant investments in education and industry contributed to the emergence of a more informed and engaged society. The effects of family history on personal identity are profound, often evoking deep emotions and fostering a sense of responsibility towards future generations. This personal connection can catalyze a desire to advocate for change. Generational differences often lead to diverse interpretations of historical events. Younger individuals frequently relate to the past through their parents' experiences, thus cultivating a collective identity that shapes their understanding of contemporary issues. Empowerment and self-belief emerge as crucial elements for societal change. The emphasis on nurturing a belief in one's capability to drive change, even amidst adversity, resonates deeply in the context of Iran's struggles. The complex relationship between the Shah and President Jimmy Carter reveals underlying trust issues that characterize their interactions. This tension became a precursor to the significant challenges that both Iran and the United States would face in the years to come. Delving into the historical context of the 1954 Oil Consortium Agreement illustrates how entrenched foreign interests were in Iran's economy. This agreement significantly influenced the political landscape, setting the stage for the events leading up to the revolution. The Shah's interview with mainstream media sheds light on his criticisms of media biases and the potent influence of external lobbies. This perspective underscores how these narratives played a pivotal role in shaping public perception during the regime's decline. The alliance between communists and Islamists during the Shah's rule, known as the Alliance of the Red and Black, significantly altered the political landscape in Iran. Such coalitions highlighted the complexities of power dynamics at that time. Mossadegh's appointment as prime minister by the Shah exemplified a commitment to reform, particularly regarding oil nationalization despite leading to economic turmoil. This decision underscores the often turbulent nature of reformative policies. While the Shah faced criticism for imposing political restrictions, he simultaneously exhibited a willingness to embrace reform. However, his efforts soon became eclipsed by the rise of extremist factions during the revolution. Social justice necessitates addressing the disparities between the rich and poor, particularly through initiatives such as free education and labor incentives. These programs aim to uplift Iran's lower socioeconomic classes and promote equitable opportunities. The White Revolution sought to modernize Iran's economy by incentivizing private sector investment and education, leading to considerable contributions from entrepreneurs. Nonetheless, these initiatives faced significant setbacks following the revolution, particularly with widespread property confiscations. The rapid pace of industrialization and urbanization led to pronounced economic disparities and societal dislocation, markedly affecting rural communities. This dramatic shift sparked concerns over society's ability to adapt to such swift changes without inciting backlash. The tension between rapid modernization and traditional values remains a central theme in Iran's narrative. This ongoing struggle highlights societal divisions and the quest for a cohesive national identity. The significance of collective decision-making in governance becomes evident, as citizen involvement fosters greater unity and cooperation. This approach stands in stark contrast to more top-down leadership models. The advent of modern communication tools has significantly enhanced societal engagement, facilitating awareness and participation among citizens. This shift has transformed the dynamics of information sharing and connectivity. The role of the CIA and other foreign intelligence agencies in shaping Iran's political context has often been overstated. Local sentiments were instrumental in the revolution's success, and a critical examination of historical narratives is essential to distinguish reality from myth. The repercussions of the Iranian Revolution extended beyond its borders, influencing groups like Hezbollah and shaping current regional conflicts. The dynamics established during this period continue to inform the aspirations and actions of the Iranian populace. The initial support for the Shah from foreign powers stemmed from Cold War strategies aimed at containing communism, often ignoring the Shah's internal issues. This oversight precipitated a backlash as revolutionary sentiments began to rise within the population. A comparative analysis of leaders like Reagan and Carter reveals how their respective approaches, whether strength or weakness, can significantly impact international relations. Understanding this context is vital for contextualizing contemporary U.S.-Iran dynamics. The conversation further explores the implications of the Trump administration's withdrawal from the JCPOA, suggesting a direct correlation with Iran's nuclear ambitions and the timing of geopolitical actions. This relationship offers insight into the strategic maneuvers of both nations. The internal opposition faced by Iranian leadership illustrates a landscape marked by historical betrayals and the influence of intelligence organizations. Grasping this context is essential for understanding contemporary Iranian politics. Leadership decisions during crises profoundly impact public perception and response. Effective leaders must navigate the delicate balance between transparency and the risk of external exploitation of their vulnerabilities. Advocating for a democratic transition in Iran is crucial, emphasizing the need for a constitutional assembly that empowers citizens to determine their fate. This framework seeks to disentangle religion from governance, aiming for genuine democracy. The prevailing economic hardships in Iran have severely affected its populace, with rampant inflation and poverty resulting in drastic survival measures. This situation raises alarms regarding the government's prioritization of regional conflicts over domestic welfare. Following a regime change, the introduction of transparency and accountability could potentially remedy the pervasive corruption afflicting Iran. Such reforms are pivotal for creating a conducive environment for foreign investment. Addressing the needs of everyday Iranians is essential for garnering support for political change. Citizens seek concrete benefits from reforms rather than abstract ideals that fail to impact their lives. The potential of capable individuals within Iran to spearhead economic revitalization should not be underestimated. These individuals can play a transformative role in rebuilding the economy once the oppressive regime is dismantled. Engaging with unreasonable stakeholders complicates the negotiation landscape, presenting significant challenges to progress. Establishing a foundation of reasonableness is critical for effective dialogue and conflict resolution. A new generation of leaders in the Middle East, educated in Western contexts, cultivates a fresh perspective on regional cooperation and modernization. This evolution may enhance relationships among neighboring countries, fostering collaboration. The ongoing instability in the region is largely a consequence of the Iranian regime's actions. Addressing the resulting challenges is vital for fostering peace and stability among nations. Sanctions implemented by various administrations have inflicted significant economic damage on Iran, manifested in plummeting oil exports and a faltering GDP. The policies of each administration have distinctly impacted the country's economic vitality. The Iranian government exhibits a greater fear of its populace than of external threats, leading to severe crackdowns on dissent. This reflects deep-seated concerns regarding internal stability and the potential for uprisings. Western foreign policies frequently err in assuming that sanctions will compel the Iranian regime to modify its behavior. This flawed logic underestimates the regime's totalitarian nature and unwavering ideological commitment. International support plays a crucial role in amplifying the Iranian people's struggle against the regime, as external pressure can elevate their demands for freedom and democracy. In the absence of such support, the regime may consolidate its grip on power. Historical precedents reveal that regime changes often rely on external backing, as demonstrated in numerous global movements. The enduring desire for change among the Iranian populace parallels past struggles for liberation. Negotiating with the Iranian regime is mired in complexities stemming from a pervasive lack of trust regarding their commitment to agreements. This pervasive distrust complicates international relations and potential nuclear negotiations. He reflects on the distinct challenges faced by royals, particularly regarding public expectations and familial pressures. This reflection highlights the intricate nature of leadership within a historical framework. His global experiences have significantly shaped his outlook on leadership and the needs of the Iranian people. These wide-ranging insights are perceived as invaluable assets for prospective governance. Pahlavi underscores the critical role of civil society and citizen awareness in governance. He asserts that a comprehensive understanding of rights and responsibilities is essential for facilitating a successful transition. Effective leadership will be pivotal in managing Iran's transition, necessitating a focus on the collective needs of the populace rather than personal ambitions. This prioritization is key to achieving meaningful progress. The role of an impartial broker is integral to fostering democratic change. This requires cultivating trust among various stakeholders and promoting open dialogue to establish a stable transitional government. Establishing a broad coalition to unify diverse political factions in Iran is essential. Emphasizing common goals such as human rights and democratic values can help bridge ideological divides. The speaker expresses strong emotional ties to life in America, confronting the challenges of returning to Iran while considering the implications for family and friends. This sentiment reflects a profound concern for the welfare of loved ones. A compelling call for unity among Iranians, irrespective of political affiliations, emerges. This appeal emphasizes the necessity of a shared agenda to achieve liberation, reinforcing the significance of democratic processes in Iran's future. The speaker expresses a keen interest in engaging with the younger generation in Iran, encouraging connections with peers abroad for future prospects. This initiative reflects the potential for collaboration and mutual objectives among youth. The Iron Curtain analogy poignantly illustrates the disconnection between Iranians and the global community, underscoring the necessity of communication. This separation notably impacts young people in Iran, who are motivated to pursue international solidarity. The empowerment of citizens through social media has revolutionized the real-time sharing of events occurring in Iran, effectively eliminating justifications for ignorance. It empowers individuals to demand accountability and change from their leaders. Political engagement from Iranian Americans is vital for fostering change in Iran. Mobilizing this demographic to influence policymakers can catalyze significant actions on their behalf.